My GF, 38 female, keeps pressuring me, 19 male, to have S_X without C_ndoms. Help. How can I get her to stop dropping hints and pressuring me about raw S_X? Stop dating her. You're right to be afraid of knocking her up. You've barely gotten your own life started and you're involved with a woman who's twice your age and old enough to be your mother. If you knocked her up, she'd be eligible to collect Social Security by the time the kid's 18. I think she's trying to take advantage of you, and I suggest that you get the hell out of that situation no matter how flattering it feels to be the object of an older woman's lust. Just a note, one can't collect Social Security at 57. Believe me, I'm counting the days till I'm 62. Just tell her point blank, I'm not going to have S_X with you without a C_ndom. If she can't respect that, she's waging a massive red flag in front of you and you should question whether she's the right person to be with. I'm surprised the North Korean army isn't after her, because it looks like she stole every red flag in Pyongyang. That's a good one. You're killing me, smiley face, smiley face, smiley face. You dump her. Pushing consent boundaries like this, especially with a younger partner, is toxic as F_CK. Getting knocked up is probably exactly what she wants. Stand your ground. Also, F_King run. Stop dating her. To me it sounds like she's using you as a sperm donor. And sperm donation is very very expensive for the donor, smiley face, smiley face, smiley face. She's trying to get you to impregnate her. Run far far away. That's exactly that I was thinking, knowing her age. Please don't take this as an insult, but lots of not so great older people will target younger people to date because they have bad intentions. And figure they are more likely to get away with sh_d behavior with someone younger. The fact that you really don't want an unplanned pregnancy at your age speaks highly of you. I'd think about moving on to another woman. At 19 you're still around a lot of people closer to your age. Imagine having to deal with this woman forever as a baby mama? Sounds awful. Unfortunately, this is very true. I'd immediately question the motives here. Not saying there aren't exceptions to the norm, but generally speaking with such a difference in ages you tend to lack an emotional and intellectual connection, and there's definitely a lack of life experiences that you can relate to. Speaking from my own experiences and what was explained to me from a relationship counselor, generally an older female will pursue a relationship with a much younger man due to either their own insecurities or having suffered an abusive relationship, a purely S_actual purpose, or for more sinister reasons like being able to manipulate, control or entrap them, which can be related to insecurities or previous abuse. Before I get downvoted to hell for saying such, let me clarify this is just speaking generally and not every older female dating a much younger falls into any of the above. I think in this instance the op might find that she is wanting to get pregnant by him so that she can pressure them to either staying in a relationship with her or for monetary purposes. Of course I could be entirely wrong as I have no further insight into op's relationship, but from reading this post I immediately saw red flags. Like you said, op has a long life ahead of them and should be experiencing it with someone around the same age. Dude, I am 37 and would never be dating someone your age to begin with. But that said, there is a power difference that needs to be acknowledged. A 38-year-old is probably established in their career, finished with schooling and has personal assets. If you get that person pregnant they have less to lose, but you might be giving up college and a better job in order to support a child you didn't want. Play around with a hot older person all you want. But protect yourself and don't think they have your best interests at heart. Decent people of any gender don't date where the power imbalance is this obvious. It's icky and too many things can and do go wrong. Precisely right, a 38-year-old has had a wealth of life experiences, the 19-year-old is just ripe to grow and learn. And sadly, very impressionable and able to be manipulated by those who see that as a good thing. Have you told her yet that you're definitely not comfortable with not using condoms? If she can't respect your feelings on this then she's not the right woman for you. She's a groomer. She may be trying to trap you. There are a lot of red flags here. I would leave this relationship ASAP, never be pressured into doing something you're uncomfortable with. Given the age difference, it's especially understandable that you're hesitant in the face of possible STIs or pregnancy. So many questions your GF should answer before even beginning to entertain her request. Are you 100% sure she is monogamous and would never cheat? Has she physically shown you recent STI test results? Has she shown you current birth control that she is using? Do you know what she would do if she got pregnant? Do you live in a state where abortion is restricted or banned? You should feel comfortable telling her that while you would love to have raw S_X, you can't unless all of your concerns about pregnancy and disease have been discussed and laid out. A good partner wouldn't be offended by this. In fact, 2 of my last 3 partners asked for raw s_x before answering these questions, and they had to deal with me saying no. And in one case, profusely apologizing to me for physically grabbing my d_ick and moving towards putting me inside her. I dated someone who was 38 when I was 19 briefly, largely because we had an entire A_SS generation of differences between each other. We kept in contact platonically on a friendship-only basis on and off with established boundaries, but I assure you she has more problems than you do and it is a toxic situation. At least my friend recognized he had problems and didn't try to bring others down with him. She's a literal predator and you need out of the situation regardless of what acceptance narrative P-up might shrill. Tell her, I'm not doing that. Don't ask again. I will not have s_x with you without a c_ndom. Also, mate, I'd be really careful in this relationship. She may be trying to baby trap you. I'd also have a good, hard look at why she's in a relationship with a teenager. I know you think you're grown, but come on, apply logic, and not someone her own age, although, I think you'll find people her own age won't put up with her s_hit, that's why she's with someone impressionable. Stand up for yourself. Tell her no, and don't be afraid. If the roles were reversed and you were a woman and she a man, people would be telling you to leave, to go to the police, all sorts of things. This is a potentially very dangerous situation.